Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be part 2 of my kind of new style, new me haul that I put out last week. If you are new here, my name is Jenifer Jenkins. I am 52 years old and I feel like right now I'm just going through a lot of changes. And I think that's very normal. I think it's very typical of a woman my age, but I just feel like I'm really changing and I'm really evolving. And I continue to evolve, you know, I think most of us do, but I feel like every decade I kind of almost evolve into like a new version of myself. And right now that new version includes a different style. I just feel like I no longer identify with things that I once identified with. But I feel like it's exciting. Like I feel like I'm excited to see kind of what's next for me. So right now I'm really trying to go with a little bit more of an elevated, a little bit more of a sophisticated, elegant, kind of grown-up-ish look. And so yeah, if that is something that you're interested in, then you are going to love this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, I feel like these colors right here really embody that Ralph Lauren aesthetic that I'm really trying to go for. That is what I have in mind when it comes to my new style. And you're gonna see it in a lot of the outfits that I show you today. But anyway, okay, we're gonna start with this skirt because I feel like it's the star of the show. I don't know if it's a wool blend. It feels like a wool blend. It does have pockets. It's A-line. It has elasticity on the back there, but then it also has a zipper on the side. But y'all, look, I don't need a belt at all. I mean, this is a perfect fit, but I just really wanted the belt to like tie in with my boots. And the boots I showed you in my last video, love the color of them. I have socks on with them. I didn't have socks on in the last video, but I do now. God, they're so comfortable. Even though the heel is a little high, it's not that high. I think it's probably maybe a 3. But I prefer like a 2.5 or even a 2. I like a kitten heel. Now they match perfectly with this little reversible belt right here. Look at how pretty this is. And the one thing that I like most about this belt is that this is not flopping all over the place because it goes behind the strap, if that makes sense. I know you know what I mean. Anyway, this is reversible, so you would just take the buckle off and flip it, and then you have a black belt on the other side. The turtleneck, the mock turtleneck, it is from Amazon. However, it's several years old. I don't know if it's still available. Oh, this purse. Oh my gosh, y'all. Look how cute this little handbag is. And it just snaps closed right there. It's pretty small. It does have a little strap inside, so you can do it crossbody if you want. There's a little zipper on the side there, and that's it. But look at the beautiful colors in this purse. It's actually just this kind of Hershey chocolate on this side. And then on this side, you've got all the different colors, which is just perfect for fall. So you can wear chocolates, you could wear black, you could wear khaki, whatever. And it's gonna just tie everything in together. So this right here is outfit number 1. And one thing that I wanted to say is that whenever I was in high school, this is very similar to the way that I dressed in high school. Like I would put so much effort into my outfits. I would even write them down. Like I would write down what I wore so that I wouldn't repeat an outfit like the next week or something like that. Like I was so particular, I would lay everything out the night before. But one thing that I used to do is I had some penny loafers and I would buy knee-high tights in every single color and I'd wear them under my jeans because it would be like a little sliver where my jeans, you know, where there was a gap between my jeans and my penny loafers. And I wanted that color of knee-high pantyhose or tight. It was almost like a tights material. I wanted it to match with whatever top I was wearing. Like that's how particular I was whenever I was in high school. So anyway, this is outfit number 1. Now this right here would just be an obvious choice. You know, black top, black boots, and then a skirt. And then I did flip the belt, so now it's on the black side. And I think that this still looks cute. It's just not as interesting as I think the green one. Y'all, it's so funny because my husband's literally like, who are you now? He's just not used to seeing me dress like this whatsoever, like a button down. I never, ever wear button downs. But I've recently purchased a few. And I don't typically like a structured collar. If I'm gonna have a collar, I usually like it to be just kind of floppy or the kinds that just lay flat. And so anyway, I love this chambray shirt. It's very drapey, and that's what I really wanted in a chambray shirt. It does have one of those buttons there because it's got a little strap that if you want to roll up your sleeves, you can just button it. so that they stay up. It does have 2 functioning pockets also. And these jeans are from Walmart. These are the skinny jeans. Last week I had them tucked into boots so you couldn't see. They're skinny, but they don't look like skinny jeans because they're actually kind of loose, you know, from the knee down. And I feel like they look more like a tapered straight leg or something like that, which I love. And I love where they hit me at the ankles. I feel like they're perfect for wearing with little loafers like this. Now I do have the belt that I just showed you, and I flipped it back over to this color because look how gorgeous these are. I did want to say I got them in a 6.5, which is what I wear in closed-toed shoes, but I feel like I'm gonna have to put maybe a little insert in there because they're almost slightly too big that I guess they don't just flop off the back of my heel, but you know, maybe the more that I break them in, they don't even require breaking in. Like they're just already so comfortable. But I feel like, I don't know, the more they stretch out or something, that maybe they're gonna start flopping off the back of my shoe. And I'd rather that and just get an insert than have them be too tight because I can't afford to wear shoes that are too tight. Now I wanted to show you that I also bought this belt right here because look at how perfectly these match. Like even the gold matches so perfectly. But I didn't put it on because I was untucking this shirt a little bit and making it more blousey. I felt like it was gonna cover it up, and this is more of a skinny. This is a little bit skinnier, but I just wanted to show you because look how gorgeous it is. And I wanna say it came 2 to a pack. I think this one and a black one is what I got for maybe $15 or something like that. But I just love this little look right here. Now I do have this chocolate colored bag. I showed you last week that I bought 2, and I bought this color right here. This one is in use right now. It's got all my stuff in it. And then I also have this one right here. I want to say they were like $25 a piece. One thing I did want to mention is that when I did receive it, it kind of smelt a little funky. But all I do whenever that happens is sometimes I will just spray something on the inside and air it out, you know, and it might be Febreze, it might be dry shampoo. I just spray whatever I want in there and then let it air out. And now it has no smell whatsoever, but I just think it's really pretty. And I want to say it might be a luxury look for less. I'm not sure. I keep seeing one on Amazon that looks exactly like this, but it's like $128. And, you know, I don't know if that's considered luxury. And I don't remember what the name brand or the designer brand doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard. It's like JW something or other. I'm not sure. But yeah, I feel like this would look cute together, or is it not quite the right color? I don't know. Sometimes these lights, like, I feel like they change the way everything looks. But no, I feel like that looks pretty cute together. And I just like how big and slouchy this bag is. Now, one more thing that I wanted to show you is that because I liked the shoes that I'm wearing so much, I went ahead and got this pair also. However, I might send them back. I'm gonna order one more pair and see if they come the same because these seem like they have like a little dent at the top of each one. And I don't know if that's gonna work itself out as I wear them, but I don't wanna wear them and then it doesn't work itself out. But I don't know, because I've been searching for these shoes for so long and I've purchased so many pair and I keep sending them back because I'm very particular about the way that shoes look on my feet. If they are slightly too wide, I will not wear them. If they make my feet look too long, I will not wear them. They can't be too tight. Obviously, they can't be too high heel. So I'm just very, very particular about the way that my shoes look on my feet to me. And I love the way that these look. All the other ones, they were either too long, too bulky, too something that I was like, no. And I love the way that these look. So I might just keep them with the little dent. I don't think anybody's gonna notice. And as I wear them, that might just, I don't know, it might be camouflaged by other dents that I make in them. I don't know. Okay, so now I just switched out some of the colors for a different color combination. And of course the top, I pretty much switched out everything except the jeans. Anyway, this top I have shown you in the past, and it is kind of this satiny looking top. The reason I love it so much, y'all, I didn't do anything to it. I didn't steam it, I didn't iron it. I literally washed it and dried it, and this is how it comes out looking. Again, it's got a really nice drape to it. I love the floppy collar like that. I did put on this bag because this bag matches these shoes perfectly. And God, I cannot, you know what, I might actually order a 6 and see if those come with dents. I feel like these are just a little baby bit bigger than those, but see how they're still, I feel like they might be a tad too big for me, but they still don't make my feet look big. And that is so important to me. But I just think that this color combination is so beautiful. I showed you guys these belts before. They come 2 to a pack. I think I got this one and a black one. So it's like this khaki colored one. I've got my little khaki colored handbag and then my khaki. I feel like these are almost identical. Like this is almost a perfect match right there. And I feel like it looks really, really cute. And yeah, so this is the new me, y'all. What do you think? I wanted to say real fast, I just took some inserts that I had in another pair of like little ballet slippers and I put them in here and now they are a perfect fit. They're actually more comfortable too because now they have more padding, even though they already had some padding in there, but now they have even more. Yeah, I'm keeping these. These are so cute. And I know I'm gonna wear them out. I know I'm gonna wanna wear them with everything. So I actually showed you guys this skirt last year. I think it was last fall, but I've had a very difficult time wearing it because I just didn't know what to pair it with. I was having such a difficult time with that. And I knew it had to be something that just kind of laid over the top. I was thinking like a fitted turtleneck sweater. I thought that that would be really cute, but I feel like this goes even better. Now I did want to say, I do have a tank top underneath this because this little cardigan right here naturally opens up like that right at the bottom, which is such a cute feature. And if I had something maybe just a little baby bit higher, I would just not have a tank top underneath, but I just didn't want to show my skin right there. I don't know why, it just looked kind of funny to me. But I love the shape of this sweater. Look how beautiful it is. It's very, very figure flattering because it kind of billows out right in here. And then from this part down, it's ribbed and it just has a fitted kind of, not too fitted, but it just kind of lays really nicely against your body. And then it just opens up a little bit right there. And then look at these beautiful buttons. They're like a hammered gold, and the sleeves, they're a little bit billowy here. And then they've got kind of a bigger cuff, which I love. I feel like that's really, really elegant. I think everything about this sweater is very elegant. And then I've got on the little boots. I showed them to you recently, maybe a couple hauls back. They're little half boots, or they go up to your calf. And I really was looking for something that only went up to my calf, because if I had a skirt this short, I feel like that's gonna look so cute, but I would definitely have to put on some self-tanner because I get so white that I'm like yellow. Oh, let me show you what it looks like just as a cardigan, because you can leave it open and wear it as a cardigan. It still looks really nice. Yeah, like I would not personally wear it just opened, not with this skirt. I would if I had on jeans or something like that. And I also feel like if you had something a little bit lacy or a little bit sheer to wear under there and it would just like peek out just a little bit, I think that that would look really cute. We do have a sheer top, but it's long sleeve. And I don't even want to bother going and looking for it, but I think that this looks cute just by itself. Okay, y'all, so this is just me kind of playing around with some things. Whenever I was looking at like Ralph Lauren aesthetics, I kept seeing like red and blues and some stripes also. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put this together. Let's see what it looks like. And I love it. I think it looks so cute. Y'all, I prefer a men's t-shirt over women's any day. I like the length of the sleeves. I like the collar, whatever this is, like, I guess it would be a collar. I like how thick that is. I like how small it is too. I feel like women's are always just a little bit bigger and I just don't like it. Anyway, and then oh, these are the jeans. I showed you guys these jeans last video. However, they were tucked into boots, so you couldn't see how long they were. This is how long they are, and they're a straight leg. These are the Amazon Essentials. I feel like they go perfect with little loafers like this, but I just feel like this is such a cute look. And this is, I feel like I'm gonna start probably spending a little bit more money because I'm gonna be dressing a little bit more expensive. And so yeah, you're probably gonna see that from me coming up. Maybe, I don't know. If I can get it for inexpensive, then I'm going to. But there are certain things that I definitely want, like a polo Oxford shirt. I want some more polo t-shirts to wear under blazers. And I guess that's not too expensive. Okay, so this is just a casual little top that I bought. It's just a ribbed V-neck with a collar. And yeah, it's just casual. So I just kept some jeans on and then just kept these loafers on. Y'all, you want to hear something? And I felt like this bag just matched everything so perfectly. What's so funny is that this is such an old bag. I'm sure it would be considered vintage now. And it's an old Coach bag. So it's got the, you know, C's on the inside. And I remember when I purchased this, I purchased it online, and it was when, God, even purchasing stuff online was still kind of new. And I remember I purchased it and I was so excited. I could not wait to get it because I already had like 3 maybe coaches, but I loved the way that this one looked. When I got it, I will never forget. I was like, what is this? Because I thought it was going to be big, and all my other ones were pretty good size. I still have them all. They're all in a closet in my son's closet, at the top of his closet. And they're probably all considered vintage now, but I do not take care of my bags at all. And this one I didn't wear very often because of the size of it. I could not believe how small it was. And I want to say it was like $450 or something like that. So when I got it, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, why is it so tiny? But I didn't want to go through the hassle of returning it. And I was like, you know, I know that there's going to come a time where I'll wear it. Y'all, I think I've probably worn it 3 times ever since I've ever had it, since I was like maybe 30 years old or 31. It was either 30 or 31 when I got it. Now I love it. I think it's super, super cute. And I'm never going to get rid of it just because it was one of my first like designer handbags, I thought. No, my very first one was a Kate Spade. And I remember I bought it on the drag and it was $550. And I thought, oh my God, I cannot believe I got this, you know, designer bag. And you could barely read the Kate Spade. I'll show it to you one day. It's red. You could barely read it. And I remember one time I was at the grocery store and I was checking out and this girl goes, is that a real Kate Spade? And I'm like, you've got to be kidding. Can you read that? It was so, so tiny. But I was like, yeah. And it's really cute. It's very, you could tell that that is vintage. You could tell just by the shape of it. But I was so proud of it. Anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to show you this top, and I went through all those stories for no reason. Okay, so this outfit right here is a little bit more sexy, and you know, I'm not gonna not ever dress sexy again, but when I do, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be just a little bit more sophisticated. Now, I don't think this blazer is still available. However, I know Amazon has similar looking blazers. It's the top that I really wanted to show you. I love wearing these tops under blazers, under just open button-down shirts. And these are made by a company called Jenkins. They're double lined. They have that skims feel to them. Now this is kind of a square neck, and I love the neckline. However, your bra will show right there, which is why I want them for under blazers or shirts, because I like the straight across look. That's what I'm really wanting to go for. I think that looks so pretty, like under blazers. And so that's why I got this. Also, you know, I know that Pumi is like one of the most popular kind of skims inspired tops or lines, but I just don't like their colors. Like, they have such funky colors, and I'm like, that doesn't go with anything that I want to pair it with, you know? So I just wanted brown, black, white, you know, your typical color, not white, cream. I don't look good in white. But anyway, and so this is what I wanted to show you, that you can get these in several different colors and then wear them under blazers, and they look really nice. Now, I know somebody's gonna be like, what, are you crazy? I went ahead and purchased some sandals yesterday, or a couple days ago, and look how gorgeous they are. And y'all, they are so, so comfortable. They're so padded, and I like the heel height. I like this area because I have bunions, and they're not really big, but they're there, and I don't like the way that they look, and I don't want other people looking at them. So I like shoes like that kind of just cover that area, but that are still comfortable. Like, they can't be too tight, obviously. And then this little belt right here, this is a luxury look for less. These look like the Hermes belts. I have a black one, a brown one, and then a beige or khaki colored one, and I just felt like it just went perfectly with this little outfit. And then these, again, they're the skinny jeans from Walmart, but I don't feel like they're that skinny, and I love the way that they fit, especially with like an oversized, I don't know if this would be oversized. It is oversized for me, but yeah, with an oversized look, you know. So I just think that this looks kind of sexy, but in a sophisticated, more elegant way. You guys tell me. And this right here is why I say don't sleep on Ross, because this top right here, it looks like a faux suede. It feels like velvet. And look how cute you can just wear it. Just put a little tank top underneath it and, you know, leave it unbuttoned, just button one, Or you can button all of them, or you can leave it open like that. Even that looks really cute. And I probably paid $12 for it. And look how gorgeous it is. Look at the way that it drapes. Look at how the collar just lays down so nicely. Yeah, I love this. I love this look. This would still, I think, if somebody saw you dressed like this, they would still think that it's a sexy look, but a more sophisticated sexy look, right? And then of course, you can just button it all the way, and you can either leave it out or you can tuck it in. Yeah, look at how cute. Like that's gonna be cute no matter what way you wear this top. And I got it at Ross for like I said, it was probably $10 or $12. I don't even remember. Now I think this one was $14. I think this one was $14.99. And sometimes when they start getting up there, I'm like, come on, Ross, that's too expensive. That's too expensive for Ross. Y'all, look at this. Look how cute. This is from Ross. This looks like Burberry. I don't know how to pronounce it, but look how cute it is. Oh my gosh. Isn't that so beautiful? I actually bought this a few years ago, and I've worn it a couple times actually because look how cute it is, but I got it at Ross. Now this one was probably maybe $19.99, maybe $20. But how cute is this? This is so cute. And it's from Ross, so don't sleep on Ross. And if you do, I'll get all the, good finds, I guess. Okay, so this is the last thing that I'm gonna be showing you. And y'all, look at this beautiful trench coat. Look how gorgeous it is. First of all, it's got weight to it. It is substantial. It is so nice. I like that there's just one button. Well, there's two, but you only have to fasten one. It does have pockets. This does come in an extra small, which I'm so happy about because I had to return several because they were just too big. They would just hang off my shoulders and it looked ridiculous. It looked like I was wearing my dad's jacket or something. And I think this just looks so beautiful. I love the length of it. I love everything about it. Now this dress, I was a little bit on the fence about, and I went ahead and kept it. It's just a little kind of ribbed sweater dress. But I wish the length, I had that wrong. I wish the length was a little bit longer. I feel like it's just a little bit too short. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like all by itself. And I think it's super, super cute. It's just a little bit too youthful looking for me. I definitely had to pair it with these. These are fleece tights. So that's not my skin that you see through there. That's just a nude fleece underneath. And I love them. They make your legs look so toned and tight. And they are pretty tight, but they're fleece lined. So they're warm. I mean, they're definitely warm. And y'all, this is exactly how I dressed in high school. I probably had a dress that looked almost exactly like this. I know I had several, and I had like, I used to have these little like blazer dresses. So they look like a blazer, but they were actually a dress. And I guess you could do it high also. I don't know if that looks cute. I wish this dress was just a little bit longer. Now these boots I've had forever. I get all my boots from a company called Dream Pair, and I love them. I love their boots. And I have them almost in every color. I have brown, khaki, these. I think I have a light color that I never ever wear. I just can't figure out what to wear them with. So see, I would not wear this by itself. Now I did want to show you, let me show you what it looks like with this. Now the reason I would not wear it with this is because it's too short. Like this would have to be longer than my dress for me to wear it with it. And I think that that would look really cute. I feel like I would ditch the belt. If I ditched the belt, I feel like this looks really cute without the belt, but I think that this outerwear needs to be longer than the dress, or the dress just needs to be a little bit longer. But at this length, it's just kind of throwing me off. So I feel like it looks better with the trench. And I just cannot, I want to show you, like, it's just got this like, I don't know, it's just the same color, kind of satiny feel on the inside. Yeah, this is a really cute look. I love this look. But I would wear this somewhere where I would never be expected to take this off. That would be the only problem. Otherwise, I would have to have something lighter, that's like lighter in weight, to just keep on for the whole night, because I wouldn't want to just be prancing around in a dress this short. I don't know why. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't feel like it goes with my face, my aging face, you know what I mean? You know, I've got these two also. I don't know if this one's gonna be long enough. This I did pick up at Ross, and it's real lightweight, so I'd be able to keep it on the whole night. Oh, that looks cute. That looks really cute, and it's real lightweight. It almost feels like a shirt. Got it at Ross. It feels like faux suede. It's got beautiful gold buttons. Ooh, that looks cute. So this is something that I could wear, and then I would never have to take this off because it's not too heavy and it's not too hot. Let me try one more thing on. And I got this one off Amazon. I took the buttons off because they were throwing off the whole vibe. See, you see how it's too short? It's too short for this dress. So otherwise, if it were a little bit longer, look how cute that would look. If this dress were down to my knees, or if this cardigan were a little bit longer, then that would look really cute. But because of the length, it's just not working. But look how cute this cardigan is. And it did come with buttons. Like I said, I took off the buttons because I just wanted it to be like a leveled up cardigan, but I did not want the buttons. I just didn't. They didn't look right. I didn't like the color of them. I think they might have been like different colors. And if I was gonna have anything, it would just be black, just solid black. That's what would look cute. This is another one that I picked up at Ross. No, this is way too short. I'm so sure. Okay, see, no, it's not working because it's too short. But this is another little blazer that I picked up at Ross. It's just a little houndstooth. And I feel like this would look cute with some black jeans or black leggings and then a belt. Let me see. Like, look how cute it would look because it's real lightweight. This is just like a blazer, like an oversized blazer. But look how cute. I would have to fix it. It's wanting to fold in a weird direction underneath. But that would look cute with some jeans and then some boots. Yeah, that would look so cute, right? It kind of, if I could get it to lay right, I feel like it would look cute just like this. But again, the dress is just a little bit too short, but I think it still looks super cute. Okay, so I'm gonna have to stop here because I've got to go pick up my son. I'm always like cutting it right to the very last minute. Cutting it? I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, today's Halloween. Happy Halloween. And yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my son. I think we're just gonna hand out candy. He's 17 now. He doesn't trick or treat anymore. But anyway, y'all, if you could see this mess that I have right here, you'd be just shocked. I mean, I know you can imagine. I know you've been in a situation where you're going out for date night or something like that and you try on like 20 different outfits and then your whole bed's just covered in clothes. That's what it's like right here, except I've got shoes and belts and purses and clothes and all my jackets and shoes and purses and clothes over there. 2 jeans on the floor right here. Oh my gosh, it looks so bad. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate your time. As usual, I'm gonna have links to everything that I showed you in this video. If I find a link to it, I'm gonna have it in my description box and at the top of my comment section so that you can find it really easily. So I hope that you have a happy and safe Halloween, and hopefully I will see you back here next week.